What's up YouTube, it's your boy Nash here, welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with today's video, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close and we are now 209 subs away from hitting 500 subs. And if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because practically 100% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys are not even subscribed. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which is this. Who would you consider to be the most underrated talent in WWE right now? Let me know down in the comments below. Excuse me. And speaking of underrated talent, today's video, we actually have something very interesting for you guys. And apparently, it seems as though a former NXT champion will be making his way back to WWE for the first time in well over 3 years. Now, it's interesting because Aleister Black was by far one of the biggest stars in NXT, but he was never a big hit on the main roster, which is very, very weird. And we found out that his contract with AEW had expired just last month on the 10th. So literally right around this time a month ago, his contract with AEW had came to an end. And he signed with AEW back in 2022. Yeah, back in 2021, 2022, where he went on to win a couple of titles over in AEW. He had also traveled to multiple promotions. He even formed his own group. Apparently, it's called the House of Black, and I guess it had it had someone. I know that it had Rhea Ripley's husband, Buddy Murphy, or I think Buddy Matthews was his name. And a couple others. I don't know who was in it because I don't watch AEW, but it's just from what I had seen on social media. So I think it was Black, Matthews, Julia Hart, and Brody King. I think were their names. So this was actually reported by several sources, including sources like Sportskeeda, Fightful, the Wrestling Observer, pretty much almost every news outlet imaginable found out that his contract with AEW was going to expire. In fact, his contract isn't the only one that has recently expired. In fact, also Ray Fenix, Penta's brother, actually is no longer with AEW. In fact, if to be honest, AEW tacked on some injury time on Ray's contract, which meant that he was not going to be able to debut with Penta in WWE earlier this year. And it's weird because it's kind of weird because with Fenix, he would both him and Penta were one of the best tag teams in the history of Lucha Libre. I would probably say on the level of Los Guerreros, maybe excuse me, probably like on the same level of Los Guerreros, Los Garza, the Mysterios, probably on that level. But it's weird because I never would have imagined that that AEW would literally freeze his contract just to release him of his contract with AEW. It's just so stupid. But now that Fenix is, both Fenix and Aleister are no longer with AEW, maybe now Triple H will finally be able to pull the trigger and bring these guys back. In fact, those two plus Rusev. Actually, Rusev is another guy that was a part of AEW right around the time of the pandemic, and he just really didn't do a whole lot over there. Excuse me. I mean, I know that he had won a couple of championships in AEW from what I've seen, but it's possible that Triple H could potentially bring back Rusev. Only time will tell. But as far as Aleister Black, 100%, him and Fenix are definitely two of the guys that we can expect to see come back. In fact, I think what was it, Fightful or Sportskeeda? It was one or the other. It was one or the other. One of those news outlets reported that that Black is planning to come back to WWE right before WrestleMania. So we could potentially sometime between now and the SmackDown before WrestleMania, the final SmackDown before WrestleMania, we could see Aleister Black make his way back over to WWE. Maybe we might see him on SmackDown, considering that he's currently married to LWO member Zelina Vega, who actually, because of the transfer window, moved over to SmackDown, which was honestly a pretty good decision, I think. And the reason why is because that she had learned a lot from Rey Mysterio and the rest of the LWO. She's now finally able to take those teachings and apply them to her in-ring capabilities against her opponents, whether it's Chelsea Green, Michin, Piper Niven, Charlotte Flair, Tiffany Stratton, Nia Jax, Candice LeRae. There is a lot of talent on SmackDown that Zelina Vega could face off in the future. And as far as Fenix goes, there's been a lot of rumors that he could show up the Raw after WrestleMania. So it's possible that we could see them, but I think for the most part, out of every person in that had their contracts cut, if you will, I think the top four that we can expect, besides Fenix and Black, if I had to pick two others, I would probably have to say Josh Alexander from TNA, and potentially, and this is a crazy idea, but I could totally see as well, if I can find. So it's Aleister Black, Josh Alexander, Ray Fenix, and there was one other one. Where is it? Had it here. Right. Matt Cardona, or I guess Zack Ryder, if you guys remember that name. Cardona's contract with had signed with TNA for a brief while, but his contract with TNA is actually set to expire. In fact, ever since he got released from WWE during the pandemic, he went everywhere. Every promotion he's gone to, he's won championship gold. In fact, I actually want to show you guys how many championships he's won over the last several years. Matt Cardona, here we are. Matt Cardona, here we are. So let's go to Matt Cardona and scroll down to championships and accomplishments. Think about this. Absolute Intense Wrestling, AIW Absolute Champion twice, AIW Intense Champion one time, All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, Chris Jericho's Rockin' Wrestling Rager at Sea, Jericho Cruise Oceanic Champion, the inaugural champion actually, DSW Deep South Wrestling Tag Team Champion twice, DDT Pro Wrestling Universal Champion, Empire State Wrestling ESW Heavyweight Champion, First WrestlePalooza Champion, Game Changer Wrestling GCW World Champion, and the ECW Television Champion, unrecognized, mind you, unrecognized. So it never counts. If they never recognize it, it don't count. House of Glory Heavyweight Champion, TNA Digital Media Champion, NWA World Champion, New York Wrestling Connection NYWC Heavyweight Champion and Tag Team Champion, OVW Tag Team Champion, Premier Streaming Network Premier Men's Champion, PWF Premier Wrestling Federation Tag Team Champion, Qatar Pro Wrestling QPW Middle East Champion, the current champion actually, World Series Wrestling WSW World Heavyweight Champion, Intercontinental Champion, United States Champion, two-time Tag Team Champion, Great American Bash Battle Royal, and three-time Slammy Award winner, one for most annoying catchphrase, woo woo woo, you know it, very funny. Superstar Transformation of the Year and Trending Superstar of the Year. The Wrestling Showcase Champion, actually the inaugural champion and the current champion. Excite International Champion, and then of course a two-time Internet Champion. So he has held at least, think about this, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 30. He has won 30 championships in how many promotions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 promotions that Matt Cardona has been a part of in the last, 3, 4 years now? what, 5 years in the last 5 years that Matt Cardona has been away from WWE. He's been a part of 21 promotions and has won over 20 championships, which is amazing. So I think because of all that experience and all those accolades, I think now would be the perfect time for WWE to pull the trigger and bring back not just Matt Cardona, not just bring in Josh Alexander, but also Aleister Black and Rey Fenix. I mean, all these guys have won championships everywhere they've been. So why not? Maybe. I mean, it's very possible, but for some, it depends on the scenario, right? It's like, could we really see Josh Alexander show up to WWE? I don't think so. As crazy as it sounds, I think he'll end up on AEW, or maybe end up in New Japan Pro Wrestling, considering that I think he did an interview years ago saying that he never would join WWE or something like that. I don't remember, but I think that was the case. But as far as like Fenix and Aleister Black and Matt Cardona, definitely I think Triple H should definitely bring them back to, or have them join WWE for the first time, because I mean, Penta and Fenix, the Lucha Brothers, they can do some heavy damage in the tag team division on Raw. Maybe we might see them join the LWO. It's possible. It is very, very possible, but we will have to wait and see over time. But with that being said, that will do it for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more WWE topic videos in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all my social media. All my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.